As night settles over the Amazon, the jaguar steps fully into its element. Darkness does not slow this predator, it sharpens it. Along the riverbanks, where dense vegetation collapses into water and moonlight fractures across the surface, the jaguar moves with absolute restraint. Its body remains low, shoulders flowing beneath a coat patterned to dissolve into shadow and reflection. Each movement is intentional. Leaves bend without sound, roots are crossed with careful weight, and even breathing is controlled. In a forest where noise can travel far and mistakes are punished instantly, the jaguar survives by becoming nearly invisible. The riverbank is not chosen by chance. It is a place of convergence, where land animals are forced into predictable paths drawn by water for drinking, cooling, and escape. The jaguar understands this geography intimately. It positions itself at the threshold between forest and river, a narrow corridor shaped by erosion, roots, and fallen trees. Here, prey believes it can see danger coming. The jaguar knows otherwise. From within the tangled shadows, it watches without revealing shape or movement, allowing fear and routine to guide its targets closer. Time behaves differently for this predator. Minutes become irrelevant. Stillness stretches into long, silent intervals as muscles remain coiled but inactive. Energy is never wasted. The jaguar does not chase unless success is certain. Its senses extend beyond sight, reading the environment through vibration and pressure. Subtle shifts in soil, ripples against the bank, the faint disturbance of water. All of it becomes information. The forest speaks and the jaguar listens. This mastery of patience is what separates the jaguar from other hunters. It does not rely on endurance, numbers, or intimidation. There is no roar, no display. Control replaces aggression. The jaguar waits for the precise moment when distance, angle, and awareness align. When that moment arrives, the transformation is immediate. Stillness collapses into force. Muscles release in a single explosive surge, closing the gap before prey can react. The strike is not chaotic. It is refined through evolution and repetition. Power is delivered efficiently, decisively, with no excess movement. In seconds, the outcome is sealed. The riverbank returns to silence as if nothing occurred. No prolonged struggle, no evidence of pursuit. Only the quiet confirmation that the apex predator has passed through. In this narrow space between water and forest, the jaguar defines dominance not through constant presence, but through absence. Other animals sense it without seeing it, altering behavior, timing, and routes instinctively. The jaguar does not need to patrol aggressively. Its reputation moves ahead of it. Along the Amazon's riverbanks, survival is shaped by an unseen force that waits, observes, and strikes only when certainty replaces chance. What truly distinguishes the jaguar from every other big cat in the world is its relationship with water. While most predators avoid rivers and flooded terrain, the jaguar moves toward them. In the Amazon, waterways are not barriers, they are extensions of its territory. The jaguar swims with calm confidence, entering dark channels and slow-moving currents without hesitation. Its body remains controlled and balanced, powerful limbs cutting through water with minimal disturbance. In flooded forests, where visibility drops and navigation becomes dangerous, the jaguar adapts seamlessly, turning complexity into advantage. This connection to water reshapes its hunting strategy. Along the river's edge, prey animals gather under the assumption that escape is possible. The jaguar understands this illusion. It waits where water limits movement, where banks slope steeply and footing becomes unstable. In these moments, the predator uses both land and river to its advantage, forcing prey into confined space. There is no panic in its movement, no rushed decision. The jaguar allows the environment to do part of the work, narrowing options before committing energy. Central to this dominance is one of the most powerful weapons in the animal kingdom, its bite. Unlike lions or tigers that rely on suffocation, the jaguar is built for crushing force. Its jaw muscles and skull structure allow it to deliver a killing bite directly through bone. This capability changes everything. Thick hides, armored scales, and protective shells offer little resistance. Along the Amazon's waterways, this means that few animals are truly safe once targeted, regardless of size or defense. The jaguar applies this force with precision, not excess. Attacks are brief, controlled, and final. There is no prolonged struggle, no unnecessary movement. Each hunt reinforces efficiency, conserving energy while maintaining dominance. This economy of motion allows the jaguar to patrol vast territories, crossing rivers, navigating flooded plains, and moving through dense forest without exhaustion. As night deepens, the jaguar continues its silent movement along the water's edge. It leaves no obvious trail, no vocal warning, yet its influence is unmistakable. Other predators alter behavior. Prey animals shift feeding times, avoid certain banks, and hesitate before approaching water. The jaguar's presence shapes the ecosystem through fear and awareness rather than constant confrontation. In the Amazon, strength alone is not enough. Adaptation defines survival. By mastering both forest and river, the jaguar becomes more than a hunter. It becomes a force that binds two worlds together, ruling the shadows where land dissolves into water. Beneath the same riverbanks dominated by the jaguar, another apex predator controls an entirely different dimension of the Amazon. The black caiman does not move through shadows. It becomes the darkness beneath the water. In slow, murky channels where light barely penetrates, its massive body blends seamlessly with submerged logs, tangled roots, and drifting debris. From above, there is almost nothing to see. A slight ripple, a pair of eyes breaking the surface. Then stillness again. This invisibility is intentional, perfected over millions of years. The river is not simply the caiman's habitat, it is its camouflage. Suspended particles cloud the water, distorting shapes and masking movement. Sound behaves differently here, vibrations carrying farther than sight ever could. The black caiman is exquisitely tuned to these signals. Through pressure changes and subtle disturbances, it detects footsteps along the bank, splashes from nervous prey, and even the erratic movement of animals attempting to cross. Long before prey realizes danger exists, the caiman has already identified distance, direction, and timing. Unlike predators that must constantly patrol or pursue, the caiman survives through patience and efficiency. Its heart rate slows as it waits, conserving energy while remaining fully alert. This stillness allows it to grow to enormous size, making it one of the most powerful reptiles on the planet. Its armored body offers protection from injury, while its sheer mass discourages confrontation. In many stretches of river, the black caiman's dominance is absolute, felt rather than seen. The riverbanks themselves become part of its hunting strategy. Animals approach water cautiously, scanning for surface threats while unaware of what lies below. The caiman exploits this blind spot. Remaining submerged, it positions itself where prey is most vulnerable. Narrow crossings, shallow edges, and feeding zones worn smooth by repeated use. Experience refines this knowledge. Older caimans learn the rhythms of the river, recognizing patterns in animal movement shaped by season, drought, and flood. In this environment, the black caiman does not need speed. It needs certainty. Every moment of stillness increases the likelihood of success. The river holds its breath along with the predator, creating a deceptive calm that masks overwhelming power. To the untrained eye, the water appears empty. To those who understand the Amazon, silence on the river is often the clearest warning of all. When the black caiman finally moves, the river itself seems to erupt. The attack is sudden, violent, and impossibly fast for an animal of such immense size. From complete stillness, the caiman launches upward, jaws snapping shut with crushing force in a fraction of a second. Water explodes into the air, sound echoes briefly through the forest, and then everything collapses back into silence. There's no warning. There's no escape. The ambush is over almost as soon as it begins. The power behind this strike is the result of both anatomy and experience. The caiman's jaws are among the strongest in the natural world, capable of exerting tremendous pressure. Once closed, release is unlikely. Its muscular neck and body add momentum, dragging prey beneath the surface where resistance quickly fades. In the water, panic works against survival. The caiman remains controlled, using slow rotations and weight to subdue its target with minimal effort. Its armored scales protect it during these encounters, shielding vital areas from injury. Even large, struggling prey pose little threat. Over decades of life, individual caimans refine their techniques, learning which angles produce the fastest results and which locations offer the greatest advantage. This experience transforms raw power into efficiency. Each successful ambush reinforces dominance over a defined stretch of river. After the strike, the black caiman returns to stillness. It does not display or patrol. The river smooths itself, ripples fade, and the illusion of calm resumes. Yet the impact of its presence lingers. Animals alter behavior instinctively, avoiding certain banks, hesitating at crossings, and approaching water with heightened caution. Fear becomes a shaping force, influencing movement and survival long after the predator disappears from view. Along the Amazon's waterways, the black caiman and the jaguar exist in parallel dominance. One commands the shadows above the water, the other rules the depths below. Their territories overlap but rarely clash, each occupying a realm defined by precision and restraint. In this shared ecosystem, balance is maintained not through constant conflict, but through the quiet authority of two apex predators whose power is revealed only when it is already too late. If this journey through the hidden power of the Amazon held your attention, support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing for more immersive wildlife stories. and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Every perspective helps keep these stories alive.